Why you dey buy fake product, yeah? Make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live.
Buy original.
You should know where to go. Na SON. Don't touch, don't touch.
It's fake.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's bad.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It hurts.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It destroys.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It kills.
You should know where to go. Na SON.
We are still battling the dreaded coronavirus with great concern on how to flatten the curve of the rising cases of the COVID-19. With global concern over the impact of the pandemic, people across nations, health experts, and relevant stakeholders are working assiduously to come up with vaccine to check the spread of the virus. While that effort is ongoing, it's still safe to observe the various preventive measures such as wearing of face masks and washing of hands under running water frequently. Still in the spirit of staying safe, we will tell you all you need to know about the liquefied petroleum gas cylinder in your house and why you must handle this life-endangering product with utmost care. Standard Organization of Nigeria attains accreditation for quality management systems, head auditor's curse. What does this feat mean to Nigeria? We will tell you. A warm welcome to Standard and You, which comes to you on Nigeria's largest television network, the NTA, at this time every Monday. I bring you warm regards of the Chief Executive Officer of the agency, management and devoted staff of the Standard Organization of Nigeria. Sit back, relax and enjoy every bit of the public enlightenment initiative of the Standard Organization of Nigeria. My name is Ifeinwa Okonkwo. Welcome to Standard and You.
My people, SON no be pikin. SON na Standards Organization of Nigeria. You be importer, I be exporter. You don register the market where you dey sell for son. Standards Organization of Nigeria dey call you now to come register wetin you dey sell for Naija. This na to make everything wey dey Naija market get standard. If you never register, na im be say if dem barb you, you go pay all the gbese and na your pocket go hear am. Sharparly, go register the market or product wey you dey sell for any SON wey near you. For Standard Organization Office, you go get correct information wey go help you know how you go take register. For more tori, visit SON website wey be www.son.gov.ng. Standard Organization of Nigeria, una dey improve life through standard.
Welcome back. Let's begin the program on a good note. Did you know that the Standards Organization of Nigeria's ISO 9001-2015 Quality Management Systems course has been accredited by the Chartered Quality Institute and the International Register of Certified Auditors, ICRA? We can authoritatively tell you that by this feat, the SON's training services has joined list of registered training centers worldwide to offer CQI and IRCA courses.
According to a statement from the Director, Corporate Affairs and SON Consult, Dr. Justin Nikaf, the accreditation was obtained from the Chartered Quality Institute, the world's largest professional body for experts in improving product, project and service quality, and the International Register of Certified Auditors, the largest global certification body for auditors of management systems. Head of SON's Training Services, Engineer Timothy Abner, has been accepted as course evaluator, while 6 lead trainers and 2 trainers were approved as global trainers by the international bodies. The approved lead trainers are Dr. Shehu Mike, Engineer Obiageli Egbuchem, Ayola Ololade, Stephen Atairu, Mrs. Amina Haliru, and Mr. Imo Udom. Engineer Olumide Alade, Mrs. Mimi Kandi Katuga were approved as trainers. The process involved materials preparation, course evaluation, trainers evaluation, An examination markers assessment conducted on the 12th of October 2020 in Abuja and 14th October same year in Lagos under virtual supervision by the CQI from the United Kingdom. The accreditation is coming on the heels of the SON's Training Services recognition as first accredited ISO Management System Training Center in West Africa in July 2018 by the CQI and IRCA. Arrangements are being concluded to forward for approval other courses such as internal auditor, lead implementers, and basic implementation.
Congratulations to the Standards Organization of Nigeria as you expand the scope of your quality management systems courses. Well done. Now to the big story. We have talked about this product on several editions of the program. It's a life-endangering product found in almost every home in the country. It is the liquefied petroleum gas cylinder. Did you know that improper handling of these very important products can lead to death or serious injury, sometimes permanent injury? I'm sure you're curious and already wondering what is it about the LPG cylinder that makes it dangerous. We shall tell you all you need to know about the LPG cylinder and also expose you to what happens when you mishandle this all-important product and why you must handle it with utmost care. Please take a listen.
I was just trying to lose the burner again after losing the burner. So the pressure of that gas now pushed. So after the pressure came out from there, so I was now looking as if okay, everywhere was suddenly the gas just came out from the cylinder. Then my room was white, so it was not getting good. Then the bulb was on, and my phone was on, so there was no matches. So everywhere was cold, and because the pressure of the gas, the way it comes out from the cylinder. So I now ran outside. I opened the first door, then the net. So for the gas to go out, so for just for a couple of minutes, so I just had boom from my room. So I was just passing in front of my door. So the blue one just came out and met me. I now sat down for a couple of seconds.
That was George Ike sharing his unpleasant experience following mishandling of his LPG cylinder. For Mr. Ike, it was an experience he will never forget in a long time to come, having escaped being killed by a stroke of fortune. There are thousands of people who have had one unfortunate experience from gas explosion. This explains why this all-important product should be handled with care.
If you suspect something like leakages, you need to use a soapy water. Like you have a water, you put Omo inside it, you begin to rub it on the hose line that is bringing sort of LPG into your burner. When you apply that, by the time you reach the place where it is leaking, the soap water will be forming bubbles. That tells you that this place is faulty. The first thing you need to do, go to your cylinder outside there, lock the supply. Now contact your LPG supplier. They can change that that particular hose line for you. But in the case of an explosion, explosion is a disaster. But if it's accompanied by a mighty fire, then fire has to be, called upon to come to your rescue in that situation.
LPG cylinder is found in almost every home. It contains liquefied petroleum gas used for cooking. It's a flammable mixture, and virtually everyone, especially women, both educated and non-literate, use it.
That's the first thing any consumer must look out for in a product. Country of origin is very, very important. If you look at that cylinder, there's no country of origin. The manufacturer's name must be, an address must be. It is not on that cylinder. The user will definitely know that, look, I need to be very, very careful with this product. Because that's the physical thing that they need, except you want to now take it to SON to confirm, to carry out the laboratory analysis. But any consumer in this country, please look out for where is this cylinder coming from. Don't look when sometimes importers there's a product we just saw in the market. It's not a cylinder. It's just written England model, no country of origin. It's a suspect in the first instance. So that's one advice we give to consumers. Please, the country of origin is very, very important. The manufacturer's address is the date of manufacture of the cylinder is very, very important because it is from the date of manufacture. The standard has specified 15 years lifespan for cylinders. You will now add the date of manufacture, 15 years to the date of manufacture. You will know when your cylinder will expire.
Anybody that sees a cylinder welded on the body, please know that that cylinder is substandard. Don't ever use any cylinder welded, apart from this circumferential welding in the middle. You see the circumferential welding. This circumferential welding was done in the factory where the cylinder is produced. It's part of the cylinder because this cylinder is a two-piece cylinder, two-piece, 1 and 2, divided by this circumferential welding. So any other welding you see on the cylinder, apart from this circumferential welding, means that that person is trying to go the wrong way, because this cutting here, we have destroyed this cylinder. That's why we are cutting it like this. We have destroyed it. So if you see any welding on the body of the cylinder, that cylinder is substandard.
Some of our respondents say they have had their cylinders for years and have never crossed their minds to take them to SON for certification as specified by the standard.
I sold as my second son. He was born 1983. He was born July. I started using them February or March 1983. I come here often. They may say the top is leaking. They change it for me, and I still use them.
Africans, we all believe in God's security. I believe that my God will save me, and also I will try my best. When I'm using my cylinder, at a point, there is a switch there that you can off it for it not to start flowing when you're not around. So you'll be very careful when using it inside the house. And sometimes when you place a cylinder outside, you don't know people are entering the compound, and at a time you may misplace it because they can steal it. So because of that, I'm not ready to lose my cylinder yet.
For most respondents, the cylinder should be in the kitchen. But the question is the product safe in the kitchen?
Yes, it's safer outside. I learned from an incident that happened. My husband's friend, the thing exploded in his kitchen and he had how many degrees burn, and it was very terrible. So from that day on, I just put mine outside. At least when it explodes here, it's safer. My kids, my family, my properties, at least it's safer outside.
It's actually convenient for those who live downstairs, bungalow, so they could just put it outside. But those who live upstairs, say like 2 stories up and all that, it's quite difficult.
Every home is having a fire extinguisher because all these fires, they do occur as a small fire. When you have something to quench it, we call it cadmium. But you don't have anything you run away before you come back, become a large fire. So everybody must make sure that, as little as it may be, fire extinguisher is important in every home.
We are not through with the LPG cylinder. Now you know more about the product. Our next report, put together by my colleague Alimot Osifo, is a demonstration by the Director of Inspectorate and Compliance, Engineer Obiora Manafa, on what happens to you when you mishandle the LPG cylinder. Over to you, Alimot.
The focus of this report is to educate you on the features of the cylindrical pressure vessel in your home used for cooking. It stores clean and efficient cooking gas. It's easy to use, cooks fast, and environmentally friendly. It can be very dangerous when handled carelessly or inappropriately, as explained by Engineer Obiora Manafa, Director, Inspectorate and Compliance of the SON.
Keep your cylinders outside your home, outside the house. Keep it outside. Then pass the hose through either the wall or window, anywhere. Bring it in. Keep only your cooker inside the house, but keep your cylinder outside. And education is very important. People should educate, especially parents. Parents should educate their ones, their children in homes, to prevent accidents. One, how to use the cylinders, how to use the cooker in the house. Because handling is the main thing. It's not all about substandard cylinders. So handling is key. Most of the accidents are caused by handling. The way people handle the cylinders in the homes. You should teach your child how to ignite your burner. You must strike the match first, or the lighter, before you open the gas. Some people will go and open the gas first. The gas will be coming out while they are struggling with the matches. It's very wrong. These are the causes of fire. Strike the match, make sure the thing is lit up, then open the gas and light up. At times when they strike the match and it doesn't light something, or it goes off, they'll leave the gas open. They'll leave it open. Maybe they have opened they strike it first, open the gas, try to ignite the cooker, the light goes off, they start looking for another match stick. Meanwhile, leaving the gas open. These are the things parents should be teaching their children, because these are the causes of accidents. And also, detection of leakages is very important. It's by smell. LPG is odorless. Naturally, LPG is odorless. So, a chemical we call odorant, is introduced in the LPG so that it will have smell. People can detect, leakages. When it starts leaking in the home, once you come in, you detect that, perceive that odor. Once you perceive the odor, you know that there's a leakage in the house. So there must be education of children in the home. Once you detect or perceive that odor, what do you do? It's very important. Because a lot of homes have been burnt down because of that carelessness. What happens when there's a leakage in the home? Because the gas is trapped in the house. If there's a leakage, if the cylinder here and the cylinder is leaking, the gas will be trapped inside the house, especially when there's no ventilation, good ventilation. If the doors and windows are closed, the gas will be trapped. And it will be trapped on the floor. It will be trapped on the floor because it's denser than air. It's heavier than air. So once there's a leakage of gas, it will go to the ground and stay there. And once the thing is there, it will be waiting for any light, no matter how small. Even electric spark will ignite it. It's highly inflammable. LPG is highly inflammable. Any little spark, ordinary spark, that might not ignite petrol or kerosene or diesel, LPG will catch it, will take it up immediately. That is why once you detect leakage in your house, first of all, don't put on any electrical appliance. Don't put on your switch. Even, at times switch, once you put you see spark, LPG will catch it. Don't put on any electrical appliance. What you do is, first of all, open up all your windows, open up all your doors gently. Once you open them up, don't even go and start putting your fan. Because even the fan regulator can even start the fire. So leave them. If you can, if you get any hand fan, just use it to be blowing, just to disperse them from your house, to make sure that they leave your house. That's the best way to handle leakages. Do you know that rats in the house, rats can cause leakage in your cylinder? Some rats will go and eat up your hose. You won't know. Once the hose is opened anywhere, they start leaking. That is why it's also very important for anybody using LPG gas, to cook in the house, to shut the regulator at the end of the day. Anytime you finish cooking, shut your regulator. When you shut that regulator, you lock it up, which means gas will not come out from the cylinder anymore to the hose. But some people will leave that regulator on. They will think that locking the cooker is enough. It's not enough. Because from the cylinder to the cooker, a lot of things can happen.
LPG cylinder has a lifespan of 15 years. It is expected that a consumer disposes expired LPG cylinder whether the vessel looks new or not.
Cylinders must be held vertical. Cylinders must be kept upright like this. When you fill it with gas, you keep it like this. You don't lie it down. Not a good practice to put down your cylinders lying down. No, because it can leak. It can, and so many things can happen. So, but it's better to keep it up so that that space on top will be up there. Okay, so it will not leak. You don't fill it to 100% capacity because of safety. It's recommended you fill at 80% capacity of cylinders. And we also advise people, if you can afford to buy the glass fiber cylinders, the glass fiber, those ones are non-metallic. Very good, very safe. It's safer than metallic cylinders. Because one advantage it has is that it does not explode. It doesn't explode in case of fire. If you put fire inside it, filled with gas, it can never explode. It can only collapse. You see it collapsing in your presence. But put fire inside a steel cylinder, filled with gas, it can pull down this building.
You must never, I repeat for emphasis, never patronize used LPG cylinder, popularly known as tokumbo, because life has no duplicate.
What else can I tell you? That LPG cylinder in your home can be dangerous when you do not handle it with utmost care. The electrical cable is next on our focus on life-threatening products on the program. Join us next week on Standard and You, and you'll be glad you did. Let's join Alimot Osifo in our feedback corner to treat your messages.
Welcome to the feedback segment of the program. My name is Alimot Osifo. Safety is a state of being safe. That is the condition of being protected from harm or other non-desirable outcome. Product safety is one of the things many of us take for granted until it's too late. Have you ever thought about the havoc that a substandard cement can cause? It could result in building collapse, leading to loss of lives and property. What about the fairly used tire on your car, which has been reported as one of the major causes of road accidents? Did you know that substandard electrical cable could lead to a fire outbreak? Even consumables such as food, drinks, and cosmetic products must be of good quality, else it becomes a threat to your health. Quality and safety go hand in hand. This is why most substandard goods are dangerous and unsafe for use. As an agency saddled with the responsibility of protecting Nigerians from fake and substandard products, Standards Organization of Nigeria will stop at nothing in sanitizing our markets and ensuring consumers get value for their money. However, we must realize that we all have a role to play to protect our lives and those of our loved ones from fake products. You can become a safety vanguard by insisting on quality and reporting any case of fake and substandard products to any of SON's offices near you. Over to some of the messages we received last week. Christian Chijoke from KB says, how do I get approval from Standards Organization of Nigeria on my non-oil exports like sesame seed, garlic, bitter cola, cocoa, and palm oil? Thank you so much for reaching out to us. SON is interested in helping you ensure that your products meet up with good export practice. So please go to SON KB State Office at 2nd floor State Secretariat Complex, Benin Kebbi, for more information on how we can help you. Ibrahim Bello from Kaduna says, I want to know more about this platform and program. Thank you so much. Standard and You is a public sensitization program sponsored by the Standards Organization of Nigeria to educate you on product quality and safety. Mrs. Ajishafe from Ilorin says, please, where is your office in Ilorin? SON Kwara State Office is at number 5 and Patek Street, opposite Kickstone Ground Suites, GRA, Ilorin. Akere Paul says, I watched your program and it was really educative and inspiring. Kudos. Thank you so much and keep watching. Anonymous message says, I love this organization and their works. Kudos. Thank you so much. We hope to serve you better. Efemena Irikefe says, I want to report a crime. Very good. If it's about unwholesome practices regarding the quality of products, please go to any of SON's offices near you and we'll keep the information confidential. And that's too much we can take on the feedback segment of the program. 0705972445 is the number to send in your messages to with your full name and location. Tag along with us on Facebook at Standard and You, Instagram and Twitter at Standard and You _. Catch up with missed episodes online at youtube.com/Standard and You. As always, buy original, sell authentic, and use only the best. Stay safe.
Why you dey buy fake product, Make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live.